to Miami to do some work, start getting ready for the candidates. Should we say that? Are we allowed to disclose that?
Yeah, I think so. Why not? No,
Well,
I mean, we everyone's training for the candidates. That's obvious. So everyone who's playing is nobody's going uh, to skimp. Is that the word?
Chess Candidates 2024. We have 8 players. Nepo from Russia. Vidit, Pragg and Gukesh from India.
Alireza Firouzja from France. Abasov from Azerbaijan. Fabiano and Hikaru from the USA.
And this how they all qualified. Classical time control. With 40 moves for 2 hours. Prize money for winner $51,000. And the winner plays DING LIREN for the World Championship.
Are you running for Alireza? Is Pragg the new genius in chess? Is Fabiano Caruana the one to win the candidates? And if we look at the classical ranking list on your left and the survey on chess.com, the most likely winner is Fabiano Caruana. And chess fans, this video is the best guide to the candidates, the favorites, their teams, their chess, inside scoops. I can't wait to reveal all of that for you. Let's start with Fabiano Caruana. Do you know his famous game against Ponomaryov? Fabiano is a 1e4 player. Black plays e5, and here Ponomaryov played the Petrov defense. Super solid opening. The game went on, and here d4 is a standard move, but Caruana played knight c3. They exchange pieces, and here Fabiano shows he's trying to play for the win. Long castle, super aggressive line. Alright, we're on move 13, and here white to play. White play g4, showing that if black castle here, we're going to have an attack. So what did black do? Black play long castle. Makes sense. And here, move 14, Fabiano uncorks bishop g2. He has the 2 ups, right? The 2 snipers, the 2 bishops. He's going to try to create an attack. Let's go to the critical moment of this famous game. In this position, white to play. Feel free to pause the video. Can you play like Fabi? In the game, what happened is rook e7, the rook. Brilliant move. White trying to come here for a quick finish. Black has to take the rook. And now, brilliant. Bishop a6, threatening checkmate on b7. These pieces are far away from the action. They can't come back to rescue the king. The king has to take the bishop. But Fabi saw queen a8, checkmate. A brilliant move, a brilliant finish. Let's see another brilliant game by Fabi.
In pursuit of tournament redemption, Fabiano Caruana survived a completely lost game and turned it into a huge win, further proving that he is a machine in complex positions. On day 3 of the Chess Kid Cup, Fabi faced Alireza Firouzja in the losers bracket, a must-win situation for both players. Alireza was hunting for Fabi's king, and the result was starting to look apparent. That was when Alireza played the disastrous queen c2 check, allowing Fabi to move his king to a safe square and gain a significant advantage with checkmating ideas. In an epic turnaround, Fabi claimed the first game. Game 2 evolved quickly, with the eval bar remaining dead even. Suddenly, on move 24, Fabi discovered the brilliant bishop takes f2 check, removing a defender from Alireza's king. On move 35, Fabi maneuvered his queen into Alireza's position. Alireza overlooked the defense of his light-squared bishop with bishop e3, a tournament-ending blunder.
What is to know about Fabi? Well, he is a current US chess champion, He also has the second highest classical rating behind Magnus Carlsen. Talking about Carlsen, he played Magnus in the 2018 World Championship in London, and after 12 classical games, the score was tied 6 points to 6 points, 12 draws, right? So very high level by Fabi. In a tiebreak that was rapid games, Magnus won the 3 games and he remained world champion, right? So Caruana was very close, but he learned his lesson. As you can see, last year he won the St. Louis Rapid and Blitz, right? A very strong event showing that Caruana has improved in faster time controls if need be. The tiebreak in Toronto candidates may be Rapid and Blitz if need be. Now he has a girlfriend, picture here, he has a podcast, and his main teammate and a chief of his second team is Kirila, a grandmaster originally from Romania. So we can see that Fabi always thinks about chess, even at a ceremony or event, and is ready to celebrate another win in the candidates. But let's see what Magnus has to say about Fabi.
Close to me if I have a bad day?
Yeah, I would say Fabi at his best was very close in classical for sure.
My other question was going to be, who do you think is the second best chess player in the world?
Yeah, I think Fabiano Caruana is the second best player.
Do you remember?
And now, what about Alireza Firouzja? How do we assess his chances? Firouzja won against Carlsen, which is never an easy thing to do. But now, as you can see, I have a video on my channel. I covered Firouzja winning against DING LIREN in Tata Steel. So far so good. But do you know that Alireza also won against Nepomniachtchi at the Tata Steel 2024 in January, which is a classical tournament, right? Playing long game. Let me show you that game real quick. I want to show this game because Alireza played knight c3, showing that he can play any kind of opening, right? And after this, he played bishop f4, which transposed in the Jobava London. Let me just explain. d4 is a normal move, knight c3 is a Jobava London, d5, and here, bishop f4. I have videos on my channel to cover this opening, so we transposed, and here, Nepo goes with c5. e3, so far so good. a6 should present bishop b5 check, knight f3, and bishop g4. All these have been played, but we can see very quickly that Alireza goes for the kill with g4, threatening g5. He's not afraid to castle, and what happened in the game is that king here is stuck in the center. Let me go on move 18. So Alireza has given up a pawn, the pawn on d4, but now he's attacking that knight with 2 pieces. And here, the knight has to defend to b5, but instead, Nepo played bishop e5. That was a critical mistake, because after h4, right, there's no going back. If the bishop retreats, we win a piece in the game. So Nepo gave the rook, and he played knight b5, right? He's trying to attack here and attack there. But guess what? Queen f3, the pawn here is defended, the pawn here is defended, and Alireza knows how to play defense. The game went on, and here, rook he1, that king here in the center. If you were to castle, simply rook g3 and bishop c5, you give back the exchange, and you have a dream position for the white pieces. So Nepo saw that, play rook f8, but here he missed queen g3. And once again, attacking that bishop, right? And black resigned, because if you remove the bishop, you take only 4. And tragedy for the black pieces, you cannot take back, because you are checkmated in the center of the board. This is to show that Alireza has gained maturity, is excellent in classical chess, and not so bad in rapid and blitz himself. So as a strong contender, having played Madrid 2022, he has gained experience. Now, let's see who his team is. Okay, we discussed Caruana first and Alireza, strong contenders. But what about Hikaru, the best known streamer and player in the world after Carlsen? He looks sharply dressed here in a suit, playing in Norway a classical chess tournament. Let's go back to the rankings. After Caruana, who has the best classical FIDE rating? Well, Hikaru does, right? With 2788, is higher by 28 points versus Alireza or Nepo. So now, let's see what Hikaru has to say about his classical chess.
Master Hikaru Nakamura, that stupid streamer guy, with 18.5 points out of 31. His performance has been 28-27. Second best player in the world over the last 12 months is Ian Nepomniachtchi at 28.02. Third best player in the world is, of course, Magnus Carlsen. Third best player in the world is, of course, Magnus Carlsen, 27.97 performance. So over the last 12 months, I have actually been the best classical chess player in the world. How many hours do you spend training with chess? Far less than I do training with Only Up. But yeah, so over the last 12 months, I have been the best chess player in the world, in classical chess at least. So it is what it is.
The least we can say is Hikaru doesn't lack self-confidence, right? You heard him. He can play at the highest level in classical. He's also excellent at rapid, super good at blitz, a monster in roulette. He streams, he has a YouTube channel, he does it all. Does he have a team? Of course he does, and this is my best attempt to explain how he works. On the very far left on the picture, his wife, Atuza. Next to him, his mom, Hikaru in the middle. On his right, his stepdad, Sunil, who is a very famous chess author and chess trainer. And on the far right on the picture, Chris Littlejohn. He's a very loyal and long-time second of Hikaru, prepares all the opening files using Chessbase and Stockfish 16 probably, and he prepares opening ideas for Hikaru to play in classical. So there you go, that's the team. What else can we say? Well, if I go back over here, you have all the candidates. I didn't talk about Nepo, but Nepo has won 2 candidate tournaments and played the 2 most recent World Championships. One against Magnus Carlsen and one against DING LIREN. Yes, he lost both, but he has shown that he can win the candidates tournament and is ready to defend his chances once again. So there you have my wrap up. If you would like more content about the candidates, maybe I haven't, spent time on the other candidates on the pictures, or you would like to vote for your favorite or who you're rooting for, please leave that in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, like the content, and I'll see you in the next one.